Hi, my name is Cassidy Stopchick, and I did my scenario on nutrition for soccer players. Over the past year, I researched what food groups soccer players need to be successful, and I also tested a diet out on myself to see if eating healthier helped me perform better physically and mentally. What are the main food groups soccer players need to be successful? Soccer players need a variety of food groups. Here are a few examples. Carbohydrates for energy, protein for growth and recovery, fats for energy, make sure they're good fats, water for hydration, and vitamins and minerals for growth and many of our body's other functions. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the most important fuel for contracting muscles because they break down into sugars. Our body stores these sugars and we use them when we exert ourselves in physical activity. A few things carbs can be found in include bread, rice, pasta, and cereals. Now there are two types of carbs, simple carbs and complex carbs. On the right here I have a picture of simple carbs versus complex carbs. Simple carbs include things like potato chips, soda, bread, cookies, and pasta, while complex carbs can be things such as fruits, vegetables, whole grain products, or seeds. It is better to eat more complex carbs rather than simple carbs because complex carbs give you more energy that lasts longer. Protein. Protein is needed to repair and rebuild muscles that have been damaged during exercise. When an athlete works out, they tear muscle fibers, and protein helps repair these muscles and make them bigger and stronger. A few things protein can be found in include meat, fish, beans, nuts, and lentils. On the right here I have a picture of almonds, which are a great source of protein, as well as a picture of meat. And then I also added, make sure you don't overdo it on protein because too much protein can cause indigestion, bloating, or even kidney problems. Fats. Fats can be found in things such as meat, butter, dairy, convenience food, and oils. It's better to eat good fats rather than bad fats because bad fats can harm your heart and raise your cholesterol levels. So what is considered a good fat and what's considered a bad fat? Well, good fats can be things such as salmon, avocados, beans and nuts, and also peanut butter. Bad fats can be pizza, butter, potato chips, and cupcakes. Balance for players. A healthy meal should be made up of 2/3 whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and 1/3 low-fat meat, dairy, beans, or other protein-rich foods. Fast foods are not the best foods for soccer players because they have very little nutritional value. However, you can go to a fast food restaurant for an occasional treat. Everything in moderation. Hydration. Make sure to drink plenty of water. This is especially important in hot weather when you are running a lot and you sweat a lot and have a higher chance of becoming dehydrated. You need about 16 to 24 ounces of water for every pound lost. Hydration continued. As I said, our bodies sweat to cool off, which means we lose a lot of water. But to figure out how much water you lose during a game, weigh yourself before and after. The weight lost will represent how much water we need to drink to help our bodies stay hydrated and healthy. Everyone should drink about 75% of their body weight in ounces daily. For example, I weigh about 100 pounds, which means I would have to drink around 75 ounces of water to be properly hydrated, maybe even more if I play a high-intensity soccer game or go to a high-intensity soccer practice. How hydrated are you? Even though this sounds gross, check your urine color. The lighter colors mean that you are hydrated, while the darker colors mean that you need to drink more water. So what does the U.S. Women's National Team recommend? Here are some foods that the players on the U.S. Women's National Team couldn't go without. Eggs for protein, superfood smoothies because they're delicious and they're a great way to consume nutrient-dense foods. Salmon, also for protein. Kale for vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And beetroot juice because beetroot juice is high in nitrates, and nitrates help the body pump blood more efficiently, and that also improves endurance. My own personal diet. Over the past few weeks, I have tested out a diet on myself to see if I felt better physically and mentally when playing soccer. I started out slow and tried to eat foods with less sugar and bad fats. Then I tried to eat more whole grain foods as well as foods high in protein. As well as eating healthier, I started to drink more water each day. Eating healthier gave me more energy that lasted a lot longer, and I hoped to continue eating healthier for a long time. So in conclusion, I had a great time learning about nutrition for soccer players this year, and I hope you learned a few things as well, whether you're a soccer player or not. Even if you're not a soccer player, I hope you learned some foods that you can eat to become a healthier and happier person.